Hello everyone! Me and Monk are here to do the monthly myth reveal! Hype, 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 hype. Is that so many hypes?
Are you super far from your mic?
Am I super far from it? I didn't think I was. Oh, no, it's like right in my face.
Can everyone go?
Guys, how am I coming through? Am I coming through horribly?
Tell us now!
Yeah, because like, it looks like you're coming through just fine. Music's loud? Okay, let me turn down music a little bit. Oh, that's too low. How about right there? Is that better? Are we good? As the music quiets. Oh no, okay, it's the middle of the song. But it's still quieting down. How's it going, Bearded Rebel? Now, undead. And, how is it going, Jesus? How are you? Much better? Monk is tired. He's stayed up again to hang out with us. We were switching to Saturday because it was easier on Monk's schedule, but unfortunately it's getting ready to be worse on mine. So, because I'm gonna start doing Comic-Cons and traveling and stuff, and I'm gonna do a lot of weekend stuff. So unfortunately Saturdays are not gonna work for me anymore. So I was thinking about going back to Tuesday night, but just trying to do it earlier. Maybe like 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. So I'm sorry, I know that we just moved it to Saturday. We can vote on it towards the end of the stream. But it's definitely going to work better on Tuesdays, I think, unfortunately. I feel like a poopy because I just changed it.
Yep.
Hi, Funky. I'm a poopy. Rude.
A poopy.
Aw, thank you, Rebel. Can I just call you Rebel? It's easier. I think I called you Rebel last time.
Undedicus.
Perfect timing. Just finished a movie. How are you all? Doing good. Yeesh. What? Oh, yes. Yes? Yeesh is in yes? Okay. Alright. So, I guess we should get started. We had a little bit more submissions this time than the previous times, which is great. I'm hoping to see us start to go up, and you know, if that starts happening, we get a lot more submissions again. I think that I'm gonna definitely try to do them earlier, for sure. Because like it kind of worked when it was later when we had like less submissions, but as we grow, it's just not going to be very conducive to stay up super late to get through them all, especially if we're going to lose Monk. So, alright. So let's get us started. Thought of the week, maybe Bigfoot is a Wookiee that got lost in the galaxy? Downloaded this. Okay, so
I'm sorry that I'm still yawning. I literally just woke up, guys.
Yeah, I woke him up in order to join us, because I was like, look, you said you wanted to host with us. Let's do this. So I woke him up. So, alright, ready? The first one is Creative Jenny's. So, we're gonna start there. Do you have all the website stuff open, Monk? Or do I need to wait a moment?
I'm about to. I'm like in the middle of trying to open everything.
Okay. I can wait just a moment.
Here we go. I have their font open, and it's gorgeous.
Yes. Okay, so this one is Creative Jenny's. It's called Mischievous Faun. And it says the faun is a mischievous and sometimes perverted character. The story is that he wandered into a village causing some mischief and was chased out. Oh, I see. So these are tortures in the background here. Isn't it? I think I've seen this OC of yours before. Am I wrong? Creative Jenny? I believe I've seen this character that, like, is this from your novel? But I'm glad that you're still drawing this character. This is a very cutesy one of yours. I love his ears. They're so big and cute. And I like how, like, you've cut off the top of the horns, but we still have, like, these sprigs of horn coming off the side. It's a really cool concept. So that's why I said I'm glad to see that you're still drawing this character and sharing him with us. I like a little bit of the storytelling that you've got here in your image. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to realize that these are torches. At first, I wasn't sure about the flames, but like I wasn't sure if they were floating orbs. But like now that you've put that into context for me, like that's really cool. So you've got like the whole village like chasing after this mischievous fawn. Great job on the grass. That is not an easy thing to do, and you've got all these different colors of grass, and you've definitely built it up. So that's not easy to do. So nice job on grass. I do grass too, and it can be a pain in the butt to get it to look right as far as depth. And I think you nailed the depth on here. Yeah. And I kind of like how you've got the shadows on the face too, because it's more of a night scene. So yeah, great work. Did you want to add to that at all, Mark?
My favorite part is the expression on their face. It definitely expresses that I'm a mischievous little guy, you know? It's like I could tell that he's up to no good, and that he's running away, sneaking away. You would think that someone running away from a bunch of angry people would be a little more panicked, but no, not this guy. He's glad.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but I think that the colors turned out really well, and oddly enough, my second favorite part is the rings on the stump. I don't know why, but I just like how you did the best you could to get as much detail as possible and everything, and something about the pattern of the rings on that stump is hypnotizing. I used to draw patterns like that. I think Dad used to draw a lot of patterns, ring patterns as well. But yeah, overall, very good job. Again, just love the expression. And yeah, you want to read chat?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna welcome in Hex and Raiders. Thank you guys for coming in and rating the monthly myth reveal and supporting these artists that have submitted to the challenge. Definitely, now that when we get in between reading all of this stuff, I can go back to a a stagnant page or whatever if you want to show some of what you were working on today or something like that. Can we get a shout out for Hex? And yeah, I'm gonna finish reading chat, and then I'll definitely love to see some of your work if you have something that you wanted to show us, Hex, or let us know what you were doing today on stream. Alright, well, I'm gonna read chat for Hex. So, I mean, not for Hex, I'm sorry, for Creative Jenny. Sorry, I got distracted there. I'm like, wait, no, I'm saying this wrong. Let's see, very cool action pose, says Mindsai. Hi, Mindsai! Rebels says, such a cool image. Punky says, oh Jenny, this looks awesome. I love the motion you have in the piece. The lightning on the log is great. Jesus says, adorable little troublemaker, very cute and fun pose, great grass and fur detail as well. Just so you guys are aware of what the rules are and what we actually do on the monthly myth is this is a support only challenge where we look at people's art and then we give them supportive feedback on what is working with their pieces, and we don't critique it unless that is asked for, but it doesn't happen on the reveal stream. It happens like in the Discord, and it has to be in a certain channel. We forget to be supportive to artists once they hit a certain age. For me, it was 18. As soon as I became 18, everyone was telling me, oh, you can't be an artist, but like previous to that, you know, they were like, chase your dreams. But as soon as I wanted to try to do it as a career, all of a sudden I was being told to grow up. So this is, and people were being really a lot more critiquey and telling me that, you know, I sucked. Admit it, you're never going to be able to make it. So what we do here is we support, and this is a growth atmosphere, and we give a lot of positivity. So chat if raiders, if you want to add something that you see about the piece that you're enjoying, we read it, and it's recorded, and it's supposed to end up on YouTube, so eventually they will. All right.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Okay, so let's see what Hex was up to. Last streamed Battle Chef. Nice. So you were gaming. Guys, go ahead and also get into Jenny's link tree. Jenny is a writer, and go follow her on all of those platforms and support her in any way you would like to. Alright. Hi Tobin, how's it going? Oh, and thank you for the for subbing, Mindside. For coming in and hanging out with us. Mixed signals? What's mixed signals? Hi Gladian. Let's see. Hi Evolutia! Evolutia says to Jenny, I really like how he turned out. That pose is awesome. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go into the next piece. The next piece is Magnesium. I don't believe that we have had Magnesium enter before, and in the very first paragraph, this is one of Evolutia's friends. So, you dragged people to do it. Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this piece is Magnesium's. This is freaking cool. I'm gonna read the descriptor though here first. It is called Fauntress, which I love that instead of like a Fauntress. Sounds really cool, like fortress. Evolutia made me do it. Used her Galaxy tab and her sketchbook app. I like that drawing, and I am happy to draw again after longer break. However, I need to repeat after my kid that background is meh. Oh no, did their kids say that their background was meh? Oh no, that's what we're talking about. We don't need critiques all the time. We're hard enough on ourselves as artists, not alone, let alone when our kids are doing it. My kids sometimes do it too. But yes, let me jump into critiquing this. When I saw this piece, I was really excited. I always get really excited to see first-time entries, but double excited because, man, this is gorgeous. Look at the way her hair flows, like these locks, like how the bangs kind of like wrap around the horns there on the side, and then you have the hair coming off to the side, and then you have the curl coming over the shoulder. I really love the way you draw hair, Magnesium. It's gorgeous. I also like how you went with a more like lime green to really pull our attention to the center there. Like our eyes get pulled right there to her face and to her hair. You did not pick an easy horn style. This is not an easy horn style to draw, but it fits perfectly with her curly hair. So great choice. I love that. I love that. She totally has a Green Arrow feel. I don't know if you like Green Arrow, but I love this costume. You can tell that you spent some time looking at costumes and trying to decide what you were going to put on her. I don't know if this is an OC of yours, but it has a lot of attention and love and effort put into the costume design. So very nice work. You can tell, you can see that. I like the curls that you did along the bottom of the hooves as well. And, you know, I don't think the background is meh. You did a moon, and then she's kind of like dark in the front. I would say that that is a nice, like, capture of this, I almost feel like this is a crime fighter or somebody that, is a heroine by night. Somebody that, like, is, vigilante. That's the word I'm looking for. So, like, that in front of the moon, like, gives us a little bit of atmosphere and personality to the piece. So I think it was kind of a cool touch. Monk, did you want to add anything?
See, I like the background. I don't think it's meh, but I have a affinity for the moon, so
yeah. Love the moon.
It's also a good background because archers in the moon have a long history of being put together, as far back as Artemis in Greek mythology is the earliest accounts that I can remember of, and Orion the hunter himself has been placed among the stars to be able to be beside the moon. But at any rate, I like this character, and I think that it's difficult to try to backlight something, but I can see that the attempt to do that is here. So I really like how you have that and this diffusing light, this rim light on the character, and then this darker shade showing up on parts of them, like closer to the left side of them. I think that it turned out really well. And as far as the contours of everything, I think that it's a very beautiful character. I want to know this character's story, and seeing here that you're getting back into art, I think that this is a great step for getting back into art, because art is amazing.
Yes. Okay, are we ready to move to chat?
Si, señorita.
Oh, okay, so clarifying on the mixed signals thing, Jesus was talking about telling you to follow your dreams, and then when you try to follow your dreams, saying that your dreams are stupid. Yeah, mixed signals. Exactly. That's why we're here to support them artists. We gotta support. Blame Evolutia. I know! We are definitely blaming Evolutia, but we are also blaming equally Magnesium, because this is a lot of work and a lot of, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous Magnesium. I'm glad that you decided to do this. Punky says, oh, this is super cool. I love the curling on the horns. I like the subtle shading on the piece, and even if you say that background is meh, I really love the design you have on the moon. It looks so whimsical. Nice. Galadian... Oh, okay, let me see. Okay, Jesus says, Faun and Huntress. Yes! That was that was what I was trying to figure out, what was going together. No, that's true. That's beautiful. It's only like 2 letters difference. Anyway, this character looks amazing. Love the color and flow of the hair, and those horns look awesome. Kinda complements the hair with the curls. Love the background, subtle but fits so well. I agree. Everybody's liking it. Mindsai says killer blends and details. Jesus says praise the moon instead of praise the sun. Oh. Evolution said she did her when I was with her. So much passion in her. I love the style she has. I agree. She's gorgeous. I love this face. I definitely hope to see her put in some more, or at least to see her art even, just see her around.
Fashionista.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
I like the wallet.
The wallet that she has on her. That's funny. Alright, so let's move to the next piece. There was no link for magnesium given, so unfortunately we can't follow them, and hopefully we'll see them around though. Only hasn't streamed yet. She didn't give me her Instagram. Do you want to drop her Instagram, Evolutia, so we can look at the Instagram and follow? I want to make her stream. Yeah. We're bad influences. Well, sometimes, like, getting into the community and just getting back into art and getting back into a routine of doing and creating, is sometimes more rewarding than streaming. I'm realizing that. Like, I've pushed so hard to try to get people to stream, and I'm realizing that, like, passion is what matters, and I want people to share their passion with the world, and that's why I try to push for streaming. But sometimes, you know, everybody's at different lengths in their growth, and sometimes people would, you know, it's better to just create longer than it is to stream, so we just have to stream when we're ready. I've done a lot of self-growth in that. Okay, let me copy. We're just waiting for Evolutia to drop the link, so we're looking at the proper artwork before we switch, so you guys can put that link together. So once we get that link, we'll go ahead and we'll move to the next piece, which is actually Evolutia's. One of us, says Jesus. Yeah. As our artist that stopped and came back to it, you know? Our passions are important. When we pull away from them, I think a part of us, I don't know, for me anyway, it feels like a part of me dies when I don't do the things that I'm passionate about. And a part of me reignites when I bring those passions back. Alright, there is the Instagram for Magnesium. Definitely go. Oh no, I didn't do this. I was gonna click on this and like tell people. Okay, well I'll click on this. But yeah, guys, go follow with the link trees. I remind me, I want to click on them and open them. Since this isn't a link tree, I'm not gonna do that.
CME.
Oh, am I saying it weird? I said it right weird this whole time. Oh no. I'm so bad at reading names.
No, I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say it once because it doesn't look like it's magnesium.
Oh no. I lose. Don't be mad at me for messing up your name.
I'm sure
I'm
sure it's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna move to Evolutia. Well, you know, when people are here, like, I like to ask, like, how do you pronounce your name? And I'll go through that whole thing. And they're not here to do that with, so
oh my goodness.
Isn't this gorgeous? You want to read it and start? So I don't
This
all the
one
good stuff?
is titled Satyr, and it is art by Evolutia. And oh my goodness. What's written here is you can find him chilling in the woods or helping his wife hunt and act as prey. Drawn by Meg CME. Happy to be challenged by another human form. Oh, Evolutia. I always forget that the human form is the bane of your existence. Thank you for the motivation and can't wait for more. Well, you always do a great job whenever you tackle the human form, because this looks great. I love the pose. This is a difficult pose for sure, and I think that's awesome that these characters are shipped together. The character before this and then this one, they are an item, but yeah, my eyes are just immediately drawn to the fur. I can personally feel the pain that it must be to draw the fur that detailed, but I think that it's executed great, and it obviously works, because I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop staring at it. So power to you. It kind of reminds me of the same level of pain that it takes to do stippling. So it turns out so great. I the background. I love the background as well. I think that it's hard for people to remember to. It's not a requirement, but sometimes it's just a nice touch when the saturation of more distant objects is toned down versus the saturation of the objects closer to us. And you express that well by having this tree trunk that's closer to us be this more vivid green, but then when you see the tree trunks further in the back, the saturation is clearly lessened, and they're in the fog and have light over them, and they're just more distant. So I like that, and it helps create depth, and it also helps prevent the main subject from being distracted from. And the last thing I will add is just the lighting. I think that the lighting is beautiful. I've always been a sucker for God rays coming into an image, and then how it's again some rim lighting on the shoulders and a little bit on the hip there turned out beautifully. And the face. Sorry, I have to add another one. Like the face turned out great. I personally, I struggle with the human form as well, and the face in particular is something I struggle with. So to see how well you did on this face, I think it turned out great. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, he like tried to steal everything. Did you hear that? Like,
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Okay, so first off, Evolutia, this guy looks really familiar. I think I met him today while I was running around town. Like, seriously, when I first saw that, I was like, hey, it's that dude that I saw in town today. And I'm like, nah, that's funny. That's hilarious.
It's the horns.
No, it's obviously the horns that looks recognizable. No, I think you did really good on the face. It's definitely, like, you're getting better and better with your humanoids. I know that you feel more comfortable with animals, but you know, we just have to remember, you know, humans are animals. You know, it just takes practice, like drawing, you know, a dog for the first time, cat for the first time. Eventually, you get their shapes and their forms down, and that is what you're doing here. You are getting it down. I like the vacant type expression that he has as he's kind of staring off into space, like he's in deep thought. Like he's in this beautiful forest and he has a lot to think about. And I'm not exactly sure what this is. Maybe the fact that he's not wearing any clothes and his wife is completely clothed might be something to consider what he's thinking about. I'm kidding. I do love that you guys did a pair that is shipped together, and that you guys have developed a story together, especially since this is a double character Faun / Satyr, and you guys each did one. That's a really cool thing. Yeah, I hope you are able to find some more stuff that you guys do together. But my favorite part about your piece is this hoof that's closer. It is gorgeous. Like it's closer to us in perspective. And it's this very, very fuzzy, I want to pet it. Like, I feel like it's it feels like, I mean, it looks like it's soft. I can't explain it, but like, you're getting better and better at fur. and right around like the edge of the hoof and then towards the center, like it's really fuzzy, and you could tell that you're getting more and more comfortable with fur, and then in other areas it looks like you maybe struggled more in other areas, but like that area is on point. That looks like I'm looking at a furry cat or something and I want to pet it. I was gonna ask if what is in his hand. I'm guessing it's a weapon from the story, but I did want to ask just in case I was incorrect. But oh my gosh, these horns, and I love that you went with a floppy ear. The like dairy goats, like I think they're called Nubians. Like he's got a Nubian ear. It kind of adds to that, like, to this feeling that you've got here. Like there is a feel, a vibe from this, and that's what makes this piece really intense and very beautiful. Is that it has emotion with it, and just like the choices of horns and ears that you put on this guy, like everything is just very connected to an emotion and a feel, and it just makes overall the piece just very beautiful. I also like how the eye flows from the top of his head down his hoof and then around with the trunk of the tree that's coming up. Yeah, so we've got a nice flow with the eye. So yeah, great work on that. It's a flute. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, I see it now. Sorry, I just wanted to ask. I didn't want to assume. So, nice. Yay. Oh, a flute with a T? I just put a T in there. But did you want to read chat this time? Since...
No. Yeah, I will. Here we go. Let's see here. I think it begins as high up as Jesus right here. Jesus says, "Holy hell, I thought this was a photo for a second. This looks like a very challenging piece. So much detail. That fur must have taken forever. Bravo." I agree. Evolution said at one point that the fur was the easy part and that the upper body was the hard part. Punky says, "Evolution! Holy bananas, this is amazing." That detail, now I know why you wanted me to read it. Okay. That detail work on his legs and how you masterfully defined each of the textures, from the fur to the skin to the horns to the hooves. I also love the background with the Jesus lighting. It really brings the whole piece together. Such good work. This is definitely my favorite I've seen of yours so far.
Yay.
There we go. Gotta use the exclamation points. Lots of screaming. And then Hex says they really enjoyed the lighting and the green. And of course, Evolution. We love it. And huzzah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Zeus says, yeah, flute. He might use it as a weapon and stun those who want to attack us.
And Evolution also says that the fur was the easy part, the upper part was the hard part, is what Evolution said. Well, that is not what we're seeing here. You know, it's funny when we struggle sometimes. It's shocking when we're able to pull off something we're struggling with. Yeah, I think you did a great job. And sometimes the ease comes with just, you know, repetitive, doing the same thing over again. It feels easy. I think Mindsai was first. So I think we missed Mindsai's comment, says Jesus.
Gasp.
Yes, we did.
Mine says, oh, whoa, amazing piece. I'm sorry. I shall repent.
Okay, so this is Evolution's Linktree. So looks like they got a TeePublic, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. So they do the Twitch streaming. So get on there and follow all of these beautiful links. And I don't... Is this NFT? What is NFT OpenSea collection? I don't know that I know that one.
So NFT, she's selling images.
Oh.
You can buy these images.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so go...
And then they own the rights to it now.
Go and
if they buy it.
Evolution in all the places, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm learning new stuff. Alright, I guess the next one is mine. So I guess I'll read it, and then I'm gonna let you do your thing. Okay, so this one is my piece. So I called it Forest Friend. I don't know why I named it that, I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you. I was gonna do it Faun, and I'm like, no, let's be a little bit more creative. Let's do Forest Friends, and for no freaking reason.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to create a piece that reminded me of an OC that I had been drawing over several years. She has a very long neck, droopy ears, antlers, and is one with nature and all that is her. We often don't allow ourselves to just be us. We change things about ourselves to fit others' views, others' expectations, and their standards. We not only are held by those standards by others, but we push them on ourselves and then push them too on others. I believe I drew this character as an inner reflection on just wanting to be released by those standards and demands, and in turn accept others just as openly. To be the raw and natural you, to be truly free like the deer in a forest. I really pushed myself with the background fur and lighting. I even gave her a bit of peach fuzz on her upper lip and tried to still make her beautiful. You are beautiful just the way you are, my friends. You are loved.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's one of the things that I personally had forgotten, is that the satyr is part goat and that the faun is part deer. I forgot that.
Not always. Not always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. No, not always, but it can be.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did the what you wrote here remind me of that, but also the horns here specifically reminded me that the faun can be part deer. Is it all right for me to?
Yeah.
Okay. Gorgeous piece. It's I love the lighting. I'm trying to decide where I want to start, because I'll start off with the lighting. That is what. This isn't always true, obviously. There's all sorts of different ways to express art, but one of the things that I personally like about certain art pieces is if the artist utilizes the brightest of the brights and the darkest of the darks in order to allow within the piece the full spectrum of bright and dark at some point in the piece. And in the bottom left corner, we have some areas that are literally just pure black, and it doesn't fully consume the piece. But then we transition to an area, like if you grayscaled this, everything else would be somewhat medium. And then this section in the top right, just like it gets to the point where it's the brightest bright that's possible. It's pure white over there, and I think that's absolutely gorgeous. The next thing is the hair. I love the flowing of the hair. There's so much motion. and feeling behind it, and it almost feels like her hair is alive. But I love how the hair closer to the top of her head is absorbing all of that beautiful sunlight, and taking that in. And then the fur. Next, I'll say the fur. And I did notice. I was trying to figure out what was going on at first, and when you mentioned that her entire body is furry, I was like, that makes sense. And I definitely think that's pretty cool that the whole body is like the part where it appears to be mostly skin, that it's still slightly hairy, and then but the fur, you have gotten really good with the way that you choose to render fur. I love it. I can definitely tell it is fur, and it looks soft, and I want to pet it. And then I love that you did a background. I love that you are getting so good with backgrounds.
I hate backgrounds. But yeah. I'm starting to like them more out, so I'm getting better.
So now that I finished expressing how cool all of it is professionally, I will wrap it up with, this is confusing and giving me weird mixed emotions, because it's a very attractive character, and you did a really good job at making it a very attractive character. And I'm not a furry, but this is a very attractive character.
You're getting mixed feelings about
I'm gonna be quiet now. It's a very attractive character.
You can't be quiet. You gotta read chat.
Okay. Let's read chat. Let's see here. Yeah, I believe it starts with Mind's Eye again. Okay. Mind's Eye says, awesome composition, love the lighting, killer work, Dead. I agree. Next is Punky. Punky says, Dead, this is dang cute. I love it. This piece is so light and airy, and I love the posting and the flow of her hair. Also, the way you used color and lighting makes it look like a warm summer morning. Masterful work. I agree. Tobean says, what a beautiful message. Isn't it? Isn't it? And I ruined it all. Here we go. Evolutia says, I want to be friends with them. The lights. I really like how you made them and how the shine is in the background. The pose is so awesome and not easy. And the hair. This is awesome. Jesus says, she looks friendly. This is gorgeous. That background is incredible. And the shine coming through it behind your character gives a great impact to her already friendly and bright look. The fur and hair flow so beautifully. Great job. Dancing. And then Zane says, hello. This Zane says, this piece looks so good. And then, oh god, no.
Sure, Monk, winky face. About the furry.
And then Zane added, this lighting is beautiful.
You missed the so Monk's a furry noted.
No, I didn't miss it. Oh, I skipped it.
Oh, and Buggy says, listen, she do be hot though. You guys, you're really making a Monk blush. I called him Blanc. Blanc.
A Blanc is when a monk blushes.
Yeah.
It's It's a monk blush.
It's a monk blush. We got a Blanc in here. Oh, that's so lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. And I appreciate that. All of the kind words. This was a piece I definitely struggled with, but I can't believe I did it in 4 hours. I'm getting a lot faster, and I'm shocked by that. I'm shocked that I was able to do this piece in 4 hours. Start to finish. I'm getting faster. I did a background and a character in 4 hours. What? What's happening? Alright, okay, so let's go to the next thing. Yeah, 4 hours. Okay, so the next piece is Autumn's. Damn, girl. I know, I was surprised. I did it in one stream night. Alright. Autumn's. I love this. So this one is titled Faun. And it is by Autumn Art Studio. And she says, I was planning on writing a story about the faun, but been dealing with a lot, so never got the chance. Aww. Hope you enjoy them. I made it so they could be either a male with beautiful hair or a female. Oh, nice! We have a non-binary baby. I like that. I like that you did that. Whatever you want them to be. Well, it's whatever they want to be, not what I want them to be. I think that's how that works, right? But yeah, let's dive in. Freaking love the hair. I do love that you chose a piece very much like mine, which was the message, just be you. And just be the natural you. And it sounds like you went with a very similar message. So obviously I'm biased here and liking that part of your piece. But this is just a gorgeous piece. I love the expression here. I do like that we're in a very dark area and you've chosen to have that type of message, and we see somebody reaching here for the orbs of light in a very dark forest and smiling, seeing the beauty around them, even though they're surrounded by darkness, which is, when you're trying to be yourself, can very much feel like that. You feel like you are surrounded by darkness and you're having to find the beauty in those dark moments. So I don't know if that was an intentional thing or not, but it definitely adds to that emotion of that, you know, trying to find the beauty. I love the horns here, how they go straight up like they're reaching through the darkness as well, because they're such a large contrast from the very dark background and very stark background. And it's the lightest thing on this piece, other than the eyes, of course. But yeah, so I love that you chose to do that. I see that you actually didn't put shade on them either, so they pop. Which was, like I said, a nice choice, because like our eyes are drawn right there. And I like the reaching up. I also like how you have some light coming through the darkness here. So it gives us that forest feel without having to draw all the trees. You have like some of these like leaves coming in that are in silhouette, and then you didn't have to draw all of the trees by bringing in these things of light down here, these beams in this darkness. It builds that atmosphere. Like, I feel like we're in the middle of a dark forest. So really nice work on that with minimal shapes, creating a whole atmosphere. Great work, Autumn. You are getting better at that. Yeah, I really see that you got mist in here. You're playing with the mist. I can't wait to see more of your pieces. Like, I keep seeing growth every single time, and I see you trying new techniques. I see you doing something different with the hair than you normally do, and I love that you're experimenting and trying, you know, figure out what's going on. I am sad that we didn't get a story, but don't push yourself. Don't be hard on yourself that you were able to do that. You know, it's always next month, and you can always like come back to myths too if you fall in love with a character and want to give them a story. The fun thing is about this is that you can build a lot of fun OCs and then give them stories. I mean, we know that a lot of us do that. I'm thinking of Punky in particular with the Otterman has built a whole universe around that one character and then adding characters to it. I mean, we all kind of do it. But yeah, I'll let Monk talk.
Autumn, congratulations on leveling up your environments and like your anatomy for the last piece and this piece have both leveled up, but I wanted to focus on the environment first, because I love doing the background so much more than like drawing my subjects. I hate drawing my subject. I love doing backgrounds. So, from me to you, this is another really good example of how much emotion utilizing the brightest of the brights and the darkest of the darks can add to a scene. It's obvious where the darkest of the darks are in the back there, but for this particular piece, it can be a little bit difficult for some to actually spot where the brightest of the bright is, and it's in the pit of the elbow. If you look at the value of the lighting on the pit of the elbow there, that's actually where the brightest piece in this scene is, and I think that it's a great spot to have put the brightest value, because now the space in between the character's eyes and the character's hand, where this orb of something is landing in the character's eye, I'm able to rest my vision in this little V shape where my tension is cradled by not only the V shape of the arm, but it's also immediately drawn to the area where the subject's attention is, because there's a shape there, and there's also the brightest of the brights there. So, just really good job on paying attention, your attention to an entire piece, and your development in the composition part of your art has greatly increased. And I think that as you add environments to your pieces, because the last piece also had an environment, it had an entire building, and the character, you worked on the character's fashion last time, and you gave your last character things to hold, and in this one you're also having you're taking a step up on how you want to draw hair, and then in this piece you're also having your subject interact with their environment as well, and having your character be a part of the environment and interacting with it is what these challenges that you're troubleshooting and trying to tackle, that is the reason why you're leveling up. So just congratulations on them. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to see this. Like, what? I was shocked. I couldn't help but to interrupt Dead by accident at the very beginning of this.
Oh, you're not.
I don't know if you
heard
adding. Yeah, but yeah, just great job. Great job. I am mucho excited for you.
Yeah, do you want to reach out?
Don't abandon us. Yes,
I'm actually trying to fix my bot. It's doing something weird. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How dare the bot not be working? Oh my goodness.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, let's start off with, I believe, the first comment is Hex. Hex says, ooh. And there's the link tree. Zeus posted it. I'll copy pasta again just in case anyone missed it. And then Next one is Zeus says, ooh, this is beautiful. Autumn, peaceful looking, and I love the fireflies. Great anatomy, fur, and flowing hair detail. Punky says, oh, Autumn, this is beautiful. I love the posing on this, and the way the hair floats behind them. The lights surrounding them is super cool and fits around her perfectly. I have to say, this is one of your best pieces. I really love how much they stand out against that background. You've grown so much. I agree. And hands down, this is my favorite piece. This is my favorite piece of yours.
I know. The emotional standing in it, you know?
Yeah. This is my favorite piece of yours. Common Boy. Hello. Hellos. Mind's Eye says, very cool. The contrast is super nice. Anatomy. That was a mini seashore.
Yeah, sorry.
Very cool. The contrast is super nice. Anatomy, etc. Excellent work. There's slapping. Evolution says, they look so cute with the lights above their hand. I really love how you added the shine also. You can see the curiousness and the joy in them. Great job, Autumn. Zane says, a great mood is created with this piece. Absolutely. And then Common Boy discovered the brokenness. Ooh, fireflies. This is Hex.
Okay. I can wait until we get to another intermission. And I
think that's all of it.
Yeah, so I can wait until the next intermission. I have to actually hold on.
Yeah, and Brad says, whoa, this is Autumn's work? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, let me actually go grab the token so I can finish this. So I just have to put in the token from my cell phone. So I will be right back.
Look at all the dancing going in here. Dance. Where are the pants? They don't need pants. They've got fur. You can wear pants if you want to.
Alright, I have returned, and the bot should be fixed. Okay. Yeah, thank you for finding that on the bot. Sorry that it took me a moment. For some reason, Streamlabs, it disconnects every so often. Fixed. Fixed. Alright, so let's look at Autumn's link tree, guys. So this one is Autumn's link tree. You can go follow Autumn on the Instagram, Facebook. It says Facebook new. Ooh, so new Facebook there. DeviantArt, Twitch, Picardio, YouTube, Jagger the Pug's Instagram, Discord, and commission and tips and shop. So lots of place where you can support Autumn. And yeah, thank you for submitting again, Autumn. Love seeing you grow all the time. Alright, so let's go into the next place. Let's see who's next. Blend is actually next. This is actually out of an order I thought it was. That's fine. Alright, this is Blend's piece. The piece is called Apple of My Eye. I was trying to get her to put a skull in the satyr's hand. She's like, I don't think that's gonna work. And then I was like, she's like, what should I be standing on? I'm like, a skull. So I'm glad to see that you did an apple. Skulls didn't really make sense for this piece, but I had to try anyway. But I love that it's called Apple of My Eye, and this is kind of a piece about love. And he's feeding her some apples and grapes. Just to start off, I just love your title. Anyway, let's jump in. Blend says, I was having trouble figuring out which one of the two to do. Flipping through my Pinterest while listening to Fleetwood Mac, I got to thinking, the pose of those two are an homage to Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album. Playful, flirty, fun, and almost intimate. It was a perfect fit for the satyr and faun. I went a little off the rails with the faun and made her more deer-like and the satyr more of a ram. I really stretched outside of my comfort zone for this one, and honestly, I believe it's my favorite myth so far. Oh yeah. I know I say that about every piece, but you know how it is. I do. In a single year, my digital work has come so far, and it's all thanks to the monthly myth challenge. No, it's all to you! I've learned so much with each piece and grown not only as an artist, but as a person as well. I'm sorry I cannot be here on Saturday, but I will be here in spirit. I love you all, and thank you for everything. Oh, we miss you, Blend. But we might be moving back to Tuesday because I don't know how I'm gonna make Saturday work. I don't know, maybe we'll have to...
You read it wrong.
Huh?
There are 5 exclamation points on the word everything.
Oh, I was supposed to scream everything? Oh my gosh, he's gonna make me scream everything. Anyway, anywho, I got to see this piece being made on TikTok, which was kind of cool, being able to see Blend work. But this is, oh my gosh, your digital painting work, you're right, it has gone up drastic levels. I like that you did like a more soft line art on this one. You don't have that hard black line, and it makes her a very elegant looking piece here. And man, that guy, look at that anatomy. Oh my gosh, look at his anatomy. Look at her anatomy. Just the anatomy here, you pulled it off. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And may I say that he's a hunky guy. He's a hunky satyr. I love that you pierced his ear. I love his expression. They're kind of a very cute, playful couple, which is kind of funny. In the way that, like, if you look at her face, that's where the playfulness is really coming from, because he seems to be very smitten with her, and she just seems to be a very, like, bubbly personality. So it's really a cute piece in that that they seem to have different personalities, but they seem to complement each other. Especially since he's feeding her, and she's just kind of doing her thing. Freaking amazing background blend. I had no idea you were gonna do this elaborate of a background. Oh my gosh. Yes, when you were talking about like your growth as digital art, yes. Oh my gosh, look at the fur. Look at the way you did the freaking fur. Look at the way you did his hair. Look at the freaking light coming through the trees. I mean, this is my favorite piece of yours as well. Hands down. It's almost every single time you do a new digital art piece, or you just do a new piece in general, it's my new favorite, and I think it's because it's a testament to your growth. Every time you do a new piece like this, you level up, because you challenge yourself, and that's what all of this is about, right? Is forcing yourself to out of comfort zones if you want to grow, and then seeing what's working and what isn't working with each piece. And you know, there's pieces that I make that they absolutely hate, not even 2 to 3 weeks later, but there are pieces that I fall in love with, and then, you know, 2 to 3 weeks later, I've grown so much that they're no longer my top. And that's what I think that that I'm seeing with you is that you're growing so fast and so rapidly, and that's gorgeous. I love seeing your growth, especially since you just started digital art not even a year ago. And tell me if it's been longer. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But yeah, I think you said that here. Yeah, in a single year. So I mean, it's incredible freaking work. And we were talking about how your traditional work looked like digital, and now your digital is like levels up above even what we thought we were looking at, which was digital. And that's a testament to I wish more artists were less hard on digital, because digital is a tool, and obviously you learned a lot of beautiful aspects in your traditional work, and you were able to apply them in such a large way into your digital work. It shows. So, because you've learned all those beautiful things, and then you are applying them here. Amazing work, Blend. I could just go on about this forever. Like, I have so much. The clothing, the cloth, like the way everything's laying on everybody, like how you chose not to put lines on the background. I mean, I just have so much to say about this piece. The hair on the chest. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gushing over it. Monk, your turn.
I will start off. The is something that is going to be of a great benefit to you as. Oh, hey, Blend, you are able to be here. What?
What? Is Blend here?
Well, come on in.
Blend!
Yep. So something that's going to be a great benefit to you that shows in all of your art is your ability to make really, like, costumes that make a lot of sense for your characters. And not only do they make a lot of sense, they are gorgeous and they are really well done.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be something that you would want to see be created, you know. And I think that, like, anyways, sorry, my brain is seizing up because yet another confusing piece has been laid before me.
Oh, no. The furry stuff. No.
The God rays. I love the God rays. Again, so beautiful. Another brightest of the brights. But the cloth here. My favorite part would have to be, like, looking at how the cloth on this thing that he's wearing, this extremely long loincloth that's hiding his mandangle, the way it's touching the ground, and then the little furls of the cloth, how it's interacting with the ground. I just love how that's working there, and how it feels physical. I can feel the volume of that cloth down there. And then really good job on the fur, and of course just I think that getting anatomy down is difficult to start off with, but to also get it down for two separate characters coming together as one subject in a piece. Mm-hmm. That they're interacting
that's hard.
well enough with each other where it's one subject. And for those who are, like, understanding what I'm trying to say, because I don't necessarily express myself well enough, but, like, even though there's two characters, they are one subject, and they are clearly one subject when they interact as well with each other physically. Like, it makes sense, and it's physically possible for them to be interacting the way that they are, which helps unify them as one subject. And the last thing I'll say is, I'm not a furry, but both characters are hot.
They are hot.
Both characters are hot.
I know. I'm like, look at this dude. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't stop staring at his bod. And I'm like, is there something wrong with me here? No, and I have to add in on what Monk was saying. It's really hard to do interaction scenes with characters touching or interacting, even if you're using a reference and stuff like that. Characters can feel distant. They can feel like they're touching too much or too little. Having engaging subjects is a very difficult thing to do. If the hand isn't placed just right, it can look like they're trying to shove fingers through the chest. Any kind of like contact between two characters has to be very delicately executed, and that's why you don't really see a whole lot of interacting characters. I mean, people usually draw one because it's easier to do just draw just the one and not interacting. But Blend, I did have to say this one last thing, and then I'm gonna read chat. I do want to say that those pops of purple, amazing against those greens, and that red apple, just really beautiful choices in color, and that was something that I didn't mention. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the color choices and how they are, yeah, the purple and the green. They're, what are those called? Complementary? Complementary colors. Let's see where we're at with chat. Here it is. Oh, I gotta find the top. No, chat was freaking out. I don't know if you probably can't see chat right now, Blend, because you came in to the other part. Let's see. Okay, so Zane says, awesome pose, hell yeah. And then Mindside says, wow, complex piece, beautiful work, well done. Jesus says, hot damn, Bland, can I squeeze into this situation? Is there room? Anyway, this is stunning. So much beautiful detail. And I thought I recognized that pose. That album is amazing. Prince. He wants some Prince, okay? Oops. And he also wants to squeeze into this situation. Zane says, let's go squeeze in there. Zane's like, yeah, I'm in. That's funny. Punky says, so Blend showed this to me early, and I fell in love. The pose of both of these characters is absolutely lovely. They have so much chemistry and the posing. Also, again, with the Jesus lighting, it works so well for this piece. It really amplifies the atmosphere and makes it feel bright and fun. By the way, they're up for having a third wheel, right? Oh my gosh, that's like
I'm not the only one. Thank you, everybody.
Jesus is like, those thighs. Are we talking the guy's thighs or the girl's thighs? Because they're both pretty.
The guy's thighs.
I know, definitely. Right? Look at them guy's thighs, I mean. Brad says, damn, Blend. This looks like work from someone with years of experience. Inspiring to see what hard work and practice can do. Thank you, Brad, for saying that. We're saying, we gotta say this to Blend. You have grown so much in over a year. This is definitely professional. 100%. I agree. And it doesn't look professional. It is professional. You just have to sell it. And you're gonna sell prints, and the moment you sell a print of it, professional piece. Anyway. Profess. Evolution says, this is breathtaking. I don't know where to start. Both of them look so good. The lights and poses in the background, everything is perfect. Yeah, and then Blend comes in. Yeah, you missed all the... I was drooling over it too. In fact, I saw the piece. I hate uploading the pieces sometimes because I don't have the same reaction seeing it for the first time on some of them. My jaw dropped for you one time. Yeah, like honestly, that would be fun if I could get Monk to do it, so then that way I do see them for the first time as I'm flipping through, just so you know. Anyway, darling, yeah, we're happy to see you, Blends, coming in. Let's see. Zane says agreed. It looks like years of digital art skill. Yeah, it is. I mean, you have a year, but I mean, all of the traditional stuff, like I said, is coming through for sure. Blend, you made it. Gorgeous piece. Holy hell. Then we have those grapes are going to make a fine wine, says Hex. Blend says thank you. Blend says I just walked through the door. I'm glad that you made it. Like I said, I was talking about moving it to Tuesdays, but we'll talk about it after stream and vote on it. Punky says, Monk over here having some furry feelings. Yeah. I think that you guys are all having furry feelings. I'm calling y'all out. I mean, you guys were asking to be third wheels and fourth wheels and fifth wheels. I mean, you can't just blame just Monk now at this point.
This is truly the month of the Satyr.
Right? Jesus says these myths bring out true feelings in all of us, friend. Aww. Punky says drawing characters, touching is so hard, yeah. Hex says furries are awesome. Jesus says well said, Monk. So I'm not sure on which part, but I mean, you did say some amazing things. Blend says I could go on for days about the hair on his chest. I know, right? Oh my gosh, and you drew him and you're like, you're gushing over this OC guy of yours. We need to find somebody that looks just like him for you. I'm just kidding. Punky says Monk is a furry regardless of gender is what I'm hearing. Oh, be nice to Monk. Jesus is, if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Oh no! It's not fair, he has killer thighs. He does have gorgeous thighs, I have to agree. Bruh, I'm okay. Oh, Punky's hot for both of them. Let's see. Tobean says sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm glad you could be here to support. Let's see. Blend says, since when did we get a bunch of simps in here? Since you drew things to simp over. Let's see. Blend, I'm a simp for any character with horns. You know this. Oh my gosh. Facts, Spunky, says Blend. Okay. You were drooling while you were drawing this, Blend. Okay, let's see. Sadly, I could not only visit a little while. Alright, I'll see you later, Brad. Thank you for hanging out. Oh my god, if you find a guy in real life that looks like that, dead. You're like, hook me up. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so I believe the next piece is actually Jesus's. So let me go ahead and pause the musica. And wait, we can't do this yet. I need Blend's link tree. Link tree! Guys, remind me, don't let me get ahead of myself. I need link trees! Where's Blend's link tree? There it is. Guys, follow Blend in all of the beautiful places. This is Blend's link tree. Go follow them on Etsy. You can get their oddities. It says catastrophic oddities, prints, mugs, things. Wait. That's Redbubble. You can get the mugs and stuff on Redbubble. I apologize. But yes, you can support them on TikTok, DeviantArt. You can join their Discord. You can read their comic on Webtoons. They have an Instagram you can follow. They have an art supply fund if you want to supply them some crafty things. And yeah, all the places that you can support Blend if you enjoy her art. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, Monk is peeking.
It's
okay. We are going to Jesus's. Alright, I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it going. Just if you guys are not familiar with Jesus' work, he also does the music, so that's why I turn off the music and let it play. And yeah, let's see. Let me turn it down just a little bit more so I can read what Jesus has said. I don't want to turn it down too much. Can you guys still hear it and still hear me? Alright, so it is Satyr time. It is a Satyr time. This piece is by Jesus. Wasn't intentionally sure initially. I wasn't initially sure how I was going to approach a double myth, but I've wanted to put my love of metal into a myth for a while, so I picked this one. With lots of fun, animations made in Sprite and music made in Bitwig Studio with my Nectar MIDI. As always, thanks for this challenge. Okay, so I have to start off here, Jesus, with definitely talking about, I really love this character. As far as your drawing skills and things like that, like every single piece that you do is getting better and better and better, and I love her face. I love her face. I love the anatomy that you have, and holy heck, that freaking headbanging. If you need to turn that into an emote. That, like, the headbanging part? Oh my gosh, it's an animated emote. You have a slot open, it needs to happen. But this is I mean, I love the way that you did her ears. Love the design here. I love how you put breathing in this one as well. She's a really badass character. And I believe that's a flute in her hand there. Correct me if I'm incorrect. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like this is not an easy animation to do here. Like, I don't know that I have ever attempted a, you know, headbang. And I always worry about trying to do in-betweens between like a forward-facing to a headbang. You didn't do that, and like it still flows really nicely. So like it's funny because I think you're teaching me something about animation. Sometimes, like I said, I overthink things, and this flows really nicely from the looking straight forward into a headbang, and it's not distracting or, I mean, that's what's so funny about these myths is like I feel like I know something and then I see a technique that they've done and it teaches me more that I can apply to my art. So just know that you've inspired me too with your beautiful animation work. As far as your music, I really like this side. I really like this darker type of music that you've made here. And I hope to like hear more of it. I really feel like you're on the way to making a whole soundtrack that you're going to be using for fighting games, because for me this also sounds like a fighting game, but more of a darker level with like thunder in the background, Castlevania style backgrounds, you know, with the fighting. I don't know why. I think it's ever since your Kitsune piece. I can't stop thinking about you making a fighting game. And I'm sorry that I keep saying that, but I think it's because I just like want to bring all these characters together somehow, and with your music it totally reminds me of the old days with the fighter style Super Nintendo fighting games the music does. So that's why I'm like imagining a whole thing, and oh my gosh, I know this is not entirely related to your myth and I apologize for changing the subject, but I love that you started doing the myths all in pixel art. Guys, if you want to see some more of the pixel animations that Jesus has been doing, he has been posting them also in Discord, and he's been going through and redoing the myths, like the ones that he didn't do in pixel art, and I think that's why we're seeing so much growth in your art, in your pixel art, and we're also seeing so much growth in your animation is because you are pushing yourself to do more. And you already do a whole lot. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna stop gushing and I'm gonna let Mukto take over so he has something he can say.
Zeus! The, the background. Can you pause it when it gets onto the background where it's just the background for a moment?
Yeah, as it comes around, I'll do that.
Yeah.
In fact, let me rewind it. This is the background.
Like, look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Like this, you would see that in video games because like the resurgence of pixel animated video games has had a huge uprising uh in uh I would say around 2018 when a game called Shovel Knight came out. Like just a swarm of pixel art video games have been coming out, and this is that background right there. That's the quality that you would be seeing in the games that are coming out now with this style. Like that is freaking awesome, Zeus. Because I can see the depth of this, the depth of that forest. Um, but you can go back to pressing play. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, and again, Dad already pointed it out, but I'm going to touch on it again. The headbang, the headbang that turned out so well. The the way that her hair is flowing as she is doing the headbang, it came out so well. Like I physically can see that motion making sense, and your art has you are doing full on like anatomy and having it all work together, and you're doing multiple poses. This is an animation. Like you had to get the anatomy down, not just for one pose, but you had to get it down for multiple poses. Even though, like, it's just like just certain parts of the body have changed, but you still had to think over how to make that make sense for her body, for the parts that you're changing, and have it like stay all connected. And you did. It all stayed connected really well. And yeah, it's just what this is crazy. Like that. And I would say, was it what was the what's the how long ago was the piece where we did um our werewolf pieces, our
Adlet? That was last month, wasn't it?
was it last month?
It was last month.
I think, yeah, it was last month. Yeah, the Adlet. Those two characters, they feel like they belong in the same universe, you know. And in my head canon, similar to what Dad was saying, where she wants to see all of the characters that you're making be put into something. Like now in my head canon, I'm seeing all of your submissions as it's like a boss introduction.
Oh, these are all
bosses.
bosses.
You're about to fight,
Oh my
right?
gosh, that would totally be the could be used as boss intermissions. That's funny, like introduction before they go into battle.
Yeah, before they kick your butt. So, yeah, it's awesome.
I used to love it when games did that. You'd be like, "Oh shit, here comes somebody! They look so
character
powerful."
is a rocker chick. It's a rocker chick. You can't help it.
Okay. Do you want to read chat, or would you like me to?
Can you read it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for the top. Oh, okay, so I'm glad I didn't miss Jesus, says Blinn. Mindsight says, hell yeah! We got a bunch of people dancing to your music here. Metal Faun, hell yes, says Punky. Hell yes. Mindside says, LOL. Yes, indeed, killer. Glenn says, oh my god, the headbanging. And then we get all, I just love all the dancing emotes. We love your music, Jesus. Zane says, oh dude, that animation is stellar. So cool. Mindset says, I'm gonna need tickets to this show. Okay, let's see. Punky says, hot damn. Zeus, first off, this music is fire, pun intended, and the way the fire came into the frame was classic. Your fawn is drawn phenomenally, and that animation is top-notch. This is definitely a huge level up for you in my books. Amazing work. Hex says, I need this player and a fighting game. I don't know if that was before or after I said the fighting game thing, but I think we all agree it's totally having game vibes. I shall add her. Yeah, pan flute. Okay, nice. That's what it looked like to me, but I did wanted to make sure. Glenn says, oh my Zeus, that was an absolute treat. The tech metal and the headbanging. Yes, the animation is so fluid, and I'm speechless. Reminds me of Metalocalypse. I'm such a fan. Jesus says, thanks for all of the kind words, means the world. Well, I mean, it's true, Zeus. We're seeing a lot of growth, and you inspire all of us. You do so much. The song is the ending of a longer track. I will add the SoundCloud, by the way. Please do. I made another song for her, but wasn't sure if it fit. I mean, we'd love to hear it. Yeah, drop the link for us. So cool. I need the ultimate myth fight. You are getting so good with your animations. Love seeing more and more. Appreciate the pun for Punky. Yeah, and they are definitely, classic games are definitely en masse. They're doing well right now.
It's just crazy. It's just it's blowing my mind how many things at once you're mastering.
Mm-hmm. A lot of things all at once, and that's what's really cool, and you're showing that you can be multitasking and growing in several aspects if you put enough time and effort into them, and passion, of course. Because I mean, you're editing and everything.
Yeah.
Pixel art, drawing, like there's so much animation, music. I mean, you're applying so many different skills to make these.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get the link tree in here, so we can look at this. Guys, definitely hit up that link tree. You can support by following Jesus on Instagram. SoundCloud is where you're gonna see the majority of his music. YouTube, you're gonna see all of these fun things that he's been making, and hopefully more there. And then Twitch does some game streams, and occasional art streams still. Is that true, or since you moved to digital, are you? I think when you were making the dioramas, you were doing it, but I wasn't sure you were doing it digitally. So yeah, correct me or fill me in on with that. Okay. But yeah, if you want to, Jesus, did you want to post the music now, or did you want to post it in the Discord? Yeah, the animations on the YouTube is amazing. Like, I still think the Adlet is my favorite. Actually, it's between Kitsune and Adlet. I don't know. Maybe, no, it's Adlet for sure. I love the way you did the fur on the Adlet. And the body anatomy. Oh, you haven't added it? Okay, we'll have to stream. I have so many to add. Okay, sounds good. We'll go ahead and pause this then. And I will start up the music again. And yeah, just post them in the Passion channel. I changed it to Passion because I don't want people splitting their art amongst the channels anymore, because what's happening is people's art is getting buried and nobody's looking. If they're not a 3D artist, they're not looking at 3D art, and we don't want that. We want to support all passions, and having them divided by different channels is like putting a wall up where people can't see your work. So I just named it. What did I name it? It was like Passion something.
I can't remember exactly,
Creative
but
Passions.
It's all one channel now.
Yeah, it's called Creative Passions. Put your writing in there, put your music in there, put your 3D art, sculptures, everything. We're no longer dividing it, so yeah, put it in there. Yeah, put it in there. Let's see it. You know, I'm just hoping to bring the community together. We talk about supporting passions, and then I didn't realize that in the Discord that the dividing walls between all of the different creative things wasn't just dividing them into being organized. It was dividing the community and having too much to look at, and sometimes simple is better. Yeah. Anyway, let's see the next person's work. The next one is Spider, and I'm gonna let Monk read this if he's willing, because he tends to read the Spider stuff better than I. But what do you think? Is it something that you want to tackle?
Character. I'm not a furry.
You're not a furry.
The Faun by Spider. Here we go. Your aunt was an exciting woman, nephew, but she wasn't a satyr. Despite her appearance, she was a faun. And when we first met, it was a mistake I made as well. With a jug of wine and pan flute, she fit the description to a T, but unlike satyr, she did not jump to our cross encounter like a satyr would. She greeted me gently and told me her name, Lily. I would lie if I wouldn't say I was entranced. She was as tall as I and had delicate light brown hair. Like a nymph, she seemed to sing with nature without effort. Later, I would find that Lily and her herd, as spread out as they were in the region, were the cause of the abrupt end to so many strong dangers of the area. She became a fast friend, I must admit. I visited her often. We lived life naturally together for a time before the king's men had us march south. A gentle hedonist at heart, my leaving did not cause as much heartbreak, and she bid me farewell. Indeed, your cousin Hella is in tune with nature's little one, but I assure you, she isn't a satyr. Either way, do mind yourself around her. She is quite mischievous, my daughter of mine. This waifu, Spider, turned out very well. I love this character. I can see an entire cartoon like based off of this character. This, or like even a comic. Like this character is very, very interesting. Love how the character turned out. And I always looked forward to your submissions just to see how you would turn everything into a waifu. This one conceptually is a little bit easier to turn into a waifu. But one of the things I always like looking for is to see what kind of things you're going to do with the environment and some of the things that you might hide. I see the wine up there on the stump, the pan flute at her hooves, and I like the costume of your character here. It's a minimalist costume for what they are wearing, but I like these they look like they're leather bands, is what I'm gathering. Um I like that they're how they're placed there, and it's still effectively a costume. The face turned out really well, and I could see that she has a like a pipe here, a lot of attitude. You adding the mischievous part there, I can see an expression here, of the mischief that may ensue. And this pose, the perspective of the pose, and then the angle that all of this is drawn. This log is clearly laying flat on the ground, and the stump helps assist in aiding the viewer where the flat plane of everything is. And so now I understand that the whole thing is shifted at an angle, using the log and the stump to assist me in understanding where the flat plane is. So I like that. I think it's called a Swedish tilt, or I can't remember what they call it in filmography, but I like the tilt to this. It kind of adds to the emotion of the piece. But the pose again, if I were to double back on that, the pose is just really well done.
Dutch angle is what Punky said.
Yeah. Oh, Dutch angle. Thank you so much. Yeah. I wonder. I think you said in the past you used reference for poses, so just a really good job. The hands, like, look at the fingers there, guys. Like, as every artist knows how difficult it is to draw hands sometimes. So like those hands turned out amazing. I love how well those hands came out. I would be okay with getting slapped in the face by those. Those are superbly done hands. All right, I will stop.
Okay, well, I have to say, Spider, when I first saw this, absolutely love the attitude, the posing, the posture, but her face, like, the biggest part is that you have, like, an expression of kind of, like, you've got the mischievous attitude type expression, but you also, like, executed the deer mouth very, very well, like having it come up and then have it, you know, go around. So it's really hard with, like, animalistic mouths with expression, especially if they're smaller. So really nice work on that. I love how big her eyes are and how small her ears are. It's almost like the eye is exactly the same size as the ear, almost the exact same shape, and it does something to the eye with that, but it makes it feel more simplistic and flowy, which is great. So it's really appeasing to the eye. And they say, like, sometimes when something feels simple, it's easily consumed. And it's just a beautiful touch. I really do love that. I also really like how you did her horns, and then you have the braid coming down, which has a very similar texture and feel to the horn. I was looking at her body, and to me, and I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm guessing she's nude. Like, and this could be wrong, but I think she's nude from the midsection, or the top of her hips, to that band. And you just didn't draw the nipples, which is a great way to not get, you know, TOS'd. But I really love that. That you have this story too. She's not a satyr. She's a faun. Because satyrs are a very sexualized, driven mythology. And he thought she was a satyr, but she's not a satyr. She's a faun. And because she politely talked to me, and just because she has no shirt on and she's nude doesn't mean that she's sexualized. And I do like that there's this little bit of a debate trying to get his daughter to understand. I believe it was talking to his daughter, saying that she's not a satyr, she is a faun, and there is a difference, and that at first appearance you might think she's a satyr, but she's not sexual. She just doesn't, she's just natural. And I know that we were talking about like being yourself and just being you and things like that, and this is kind of in that same thing. Like, don't judge her. She's not a satyr, she's a faun. You know, like, and it's that same thing. Like, she's not a sexual being, she's just mischievous, and she's just naturally her. Which, you know, like with my fawn, I was trying to talk about being natural, but I still did cross her arms to hide her breasts because, you know, TOS. And unfortunately, boobs, no matter what we do, are sexualized right now in our culture. Which you kind of brought that up in your storytelling, which is that, like, don't judge her, she's not a satyr, because, you know, that other way around, you kind of brought that in without, like, blatantly being, like, in your face about it. So I thought it was kind of a cool way to do it. Love your story on this one. Love this, you know, the meaning behind it, the angle, like Muck was saying, gorgeous. The foreshortening, gorgeous. I remember back in the day you were asking for critiques on legs, on you know, like anthropomorphic legs, and you executed these so beautifully. You have grown so much as an artist, and it's impressive. It's extremely just the backgrounds and everything. It's so impressive. Great work, Spider. I love seeing you grow, and I love each submission you put in, and each one is usually my new favorite, and you can see a style that you are developing, a certain style with your characters, and they all feel like they're from the same world. So just really, really nice work. Did you want to read chat? Or should I read it?
Yes.
I can read it.
Well, yeah, can you read it?
I can read it. I just, like, my throat's starting to hurt because I talked so much just now.
Yeah,
so, okay,
my eyes are getting,
no.
getting sleepy.
Okay, let's see. I'm just looking for the top. Monk, I'm not a furry. Also, Monk. Big eyes. When you said Lily, my dog popped up. I thought of that too. So your dog's like, hey, someone's talking to me. I'm being called. Zane says, aw, this is a great perspective piece. I know, right? Mindset says, love the foreshortening and the attitude. Great work. That's a hard pose and you nailed it. Exactly. Punky says, Spider, OMG, I love the perspective on this and the expression. She looks so darn with everyone shits, and I am here for it. I also love the shape of those ears, and the horns are so good. So good! Punky says, or sorry, Blend says, OMG, look at this hot fawn. I love the perspective coming up from the lower foreground with the straight tilt. It's so easy on the eyes. And can we talk about damn thighs? And more thigh talk. Jesus says, Spider tackles so many different angles. Perspective is done so well, and great anatomy as well. The background surrounds her so well. Great job, Spider. Let's see. Felicia says she's looking awesome. I love the pose again. You nailed it. Yeah. I'm not sure if Spider's still streaming, but guys, go and support him on his Twitch. He did give us a Discord invite. We can share that, you know, in chat if people are looking to join the Discord, but that's, so far, that's what we have as far as supporting medias for Spider. The Swedish tilt, it's also... Spider's shading also gets better and better with each piece. This has to be my favorite so far, says Blend. Yes! Oh, Autumn, welcome in. Yeah, you missed yours already, but I'm glad you're here. Alright.
Yeah, it's super difficult because I think it's awesome that this is a good example of how all you need is your basic mechanical pencil and a sketchbook.
Yeah, and you can create some beautiful pieces. Makes me wonder how big this piece is. Like, I think it's an 8.5 foot by 11. Alright, the next piece is Monk's. So, Monk, since he does narrations, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music. I'm gonna let it play through one time, all the way through. He does royalty-free music, but he does a narration on his stuff, and you do have a narration with this one, I believe. So, we will listen to the narration and be very quiet for just a moment. All right, here we go.
I know there is a world beyond this. I have seen it, felt it, heard it. It's within as much as it is around. It is within as much as we are without. I want to go there. I know that's where you are now. I can still hear you and sometimes see you. When will we run freely together once more? I miss you. I miss you more than if I lost my own senses. For life feels so senseless without you. But until I find the path and reunite with you, in the world within and beyond, I shall celebrate the life that you lived. I know there is a world beyond this. I have seen it, felt it, heard it. It's within.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down.
It is within.
The audio recording got a little bit broken up there.
Yeah, it was hard for me to make out a little bit of it. Oh, that's sad.
That's where you are now.
Unfortunate. I think it was one of the filters that I had put on it.
Oh, darn it.
It was clear the first time I listened back to it, but I did a filter
Darn it.
to try to do a noise reduction. But oh well. It is what it is.
Do you want to read about it to begin us off?
The what I wrote here was, this is a piece about there's a typo there. This is a piece about mourning the loved ones that we have lost, but trying to celebrate the life that they lived in order to honor what they stood for.
There is a world beyond this. I have seen it.
Okay, so it's about grieving. And you, I'm gonna go ahead and read the title since you didn't read the kind of title. Beginning a Journey is what you had named it, because I think that's important.
I want to go there.
But is it okay for me to speak on the piece now?
Yeah, I guess the last thing I would try to the last thing I'll add when I say that is celebrating the life that they lived in order to honor what they stood for. It's so difficult to find which way is the proper way for ourselves as an individual to choose how we want to grieve. And me writing that, I'm not getting on a soapbox and saying that this is the way that you should grieve. I'm just saying that that's how I grieve. That when I lose somebody, I focus on who they were in life, not how they died.
It's within as much as it is around. It is within as much as we are
Okay.
without.
Did you want me to add
Yep.
on?
I'm good.
There.
Okay, and like something that you said about that, like you focus on
I can still hear you.
the life that they had and what, you know, kind of like what they taught you and not so much how they died. Speaking that, like seeing the piece for the first time, because this is very different than the piece that you had done. Like, did you change the characters in the bottom?
Nope.
I don't remember there being these characters in the bottom. I remember the background. I think that it's possible I missed the character art part. But this is definitely a beautiful piece. And obviously these characters, this, you know, he's grieving someone that has been murdered with some arrows, which is really sad. But you know, to add to that, what you had said about, like, it's not about how they died, but the fact that, you know, what they stood for.
It's within.
And honoring that. And that's why I think that that's really beautiful. You don't have a character that's looking for revenge. It's in a very beautiful place.
I want to go there.
Missing this person, wanting to be with that person.
I can still hear you.
And being unable to do so, but is surrounded by so much beauty. Like, they're unable to see the beauty now that their loved one has passed. And just absolutely gorgeous piece. Definitely hoping that you can write down the narrations too. I know you usually put narration text on top of it, because I definitely want to dig deeper at the meaning of it and in your words.
I'll post it in chat.
Okay, thank you. Just so people can absorb your words. You have such a beautiful message, and this one is definitely one of those ones that it's a gorgeous message.
As much as we are without. I want to go there.
But again, I absolutely love the way that you work. And I love that you call yourself a background artist. But you were able to create such beautiful storytelling and scenes with your characters that are in these backgrounds. And part of me wishes you would stop calling yourself a background artist, because you're a storyteller. You are a storyteller. You put aspects of the backgrounds and characters in ways that tell these gorgeous, beautiful stories from your heart. And I don't think that calling you a background artist does justice to what you create.
I wanted to if you look at how I drew the trees, they're all leaning in, and lurching over the dead body, as if they are sympathizing for their friend here.
Aww.
It is within as much as we are without.
Well, it seems like they're very nature-based creatures, you know, the fawns and stuff like that, so it's kind of awesome to have that aspect of the storytelling where the forest is even grieving.
When will we run freely together once more? I miss you.
It's a very sad piece. It's very beautiful.
Muchos
Yes. Did you want to read that? Just in case people couldn't hear it. Could you guys hear it? Do you want Monk to read the paragraph?
The world within.
Yeah, I'll read it.
I shall celebrate the life that you lived.
All right. I know there is a world beyond this. I have seen it, felt it, heard it. It's within us as much as it is around. It is within as much as we are without. I want to go. I know that's where you are now. I can still hear you.
and sometimes see you.
As much
When will we
as
run
are
freely together once more? I miss you.
Go there.
I miss you more
I know
than
that's
if I
where you
lost
are
my
now.
own senses.
I can
For
still
life
hear
feels so
you.
senseless without you.
Sometimes see you.
But until I find the
We
pass
run
and reunite
freely
with you
together once more.
in the world within and beyond, I shall celebrate the life you
Miss
lived.
more than if I lost my own senses.
Aww. Yeah,
For life feels so senseless
I definitely
without
am
you.
glad that you read that out loud because there was several things that I had
Find
missed
the path.
due to the audio. And thank you for doing that. You have such beautiful pieces, and I didn't want to miss the more deeper meaning in that narration. So thank you so much for reading that. And yeah, I guess let's move to chat
I know there is a
and
world beyond this.
see what people
I have seen it.
have to say. Blend says, "Who's cutting onions?"
It's within as much as it is around.
And then
It is within
Mindsight says, "Wow,
as much
when that
as we
color
are
hits,
without.
it comes alive. Beautiful work, man. Visuals and
Go
audio
there.
props."
I know
Jesus
that's where you
says,
are
"Absolutely
now.
beautiful environment
I can
you've
still hear
created
you.
here. Always so
Sometimes see
impressive with the colors, and even
When
though
will
the
we
character is
freely
in the
together
shadows, the
once more?
pose reads very well in the
miss you.
story. Great job." Well, and to add to that,
Miss you
like,
more.
Jesus saying that these characters in silhouette, like, it adds to that, like, the drama of the scene. And you were talking about those dark contrasts, you know, compared to the bright brights. And you have that in your piece, where you have those elements. And the darker part of the scene is that lower part, and then the higher, you know, the top of the trees there is the brightest bright. So I have to agree. And then Punky says, "My heart, all of us over here getting horny, and here comes Monk with the feels." It was a wonderful story, and this piece is breathtaking. Monk, I love the colors and the detailing on the background, the hunch over form of the character. Such good work. You are a master at painting a picture, not only with brushes, but also with your words and delivery. Right. You are an amazing storyteller, Monk. Amazing. You're not just a background artist. So much more than that.
I miss you.
Blend says, "Damn, Monk, I really felt this piece. Even it starts in grayscale and then added the bright colors as you were talking about celebrating the life they lived." Oh, perfect timing with the narration. That's awesome. The time-lapse flows so well with the voiceover. I love the background. Gives me Avatar Blue People vibes. He had to say the blue people.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know there is a world beyond this.
Felicia says,
I have seen
"Oh,
it.
oh my god. You always manage to make the whole mood with your grayscale, and when the colors appears, everything shines up. The lights and the shadow and the shades were I start so many feelings in one piece. Thanks to your narration, it's like another dimension."
I can still hear you. And sometimes
Thank you,
see
everyone.
When will we run freely together once more?
Zane says, back,
Miss you.
"I can't add much to the great words above, but this is very, very beautiful. It's awesome to see the process too."
I feel so senseless without you. But until
Oh, I'm sorry, Autumn. But I know that you're still with us. You're still with us.
the world within and beyond.
All right.
Sleep well, Autumn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. And again, Monk, thank you so much for reading that again out loud. It's just, your pieces mean so much to me, and I don't even want to miss a single word, because I definitely internalize your narrations, and I felt like I couldn't hear it. So I told you that we don't critique, and I hope you didn't take that as a critique. I just really wanted to hear your narration.
No, I
love your work.
I was bummed.
I know.
Trust me, I was bummed that
Stupid filter.
TikTok messed it up.
Ugh. Well, if you want,
I'll be re-uploading
Yeah.
a non-poopy version at some point.
yeah, when you do that, if you want to post it in the Discord so people can digest it further, and also the we can upload it on the site again if you would like. It's not a mandatory thing. But where's your link tree? Let's get your link tree in here.
Just Monk.
Just Monk. So this is Just Monk's link tree. So follow him on Twitch. He does stream YouTube. And this is where you can get more of the narrations and things like that, as well as TikTok. So these two is you can get more narrations and just beautiful messages, beautiful art. Instagram and Twitter. So go support Monk in all of the places. Alright, and the last piece is actually Punky's. The last piece of the night. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
We are
Nope,
ready.
I'm not ready.
No, did you see it?
It's too sexy.
I know. Like, are you ready?
It's too sexy.
Are you ready? Do you want to start with this then? Do you want to start with this?
No.
No, you don't want to start with this? Okay. This one is Punky's. We have a very beefy satyr here. A damn it whip. So, this does not look like a whip to me, I have to say. Like, I thought this was done. And then I saw the title and I was like, what? This is a whip, Punky. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read what Punky has to say. I hope this still works. Anyway, I am a goober who decided the day before this was due to do a redraw of my character. Oh, dove not. I thought it was damned it. Oh, I thought you were saying damn, but like being funny. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. Dev not. Okay, so this is Dev not. That I did back in 2017. Honestly, I can't tell I have grown. I can tell that I've grown leaps and bounds just in these 5 years, which is super exciting. This isn't entirely done yet, but I definitely figured everyone should bask in the glory that is this Faun's washboard abs. Yes, the washboard abs. Oh my. We have a very hunky, very, very attractive guy here, and now I'm having mixed feelings. I'm like, man, all these yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm blushing. Good thing my camera's not on, right? No, but this is a very attractive guy here. Anatomy is on point. On point. I love how you did the fur coming off the belly button, you know, what is that called? I can't remember. What is that? Happy trail?
Oh my god.
What? Have you ever heard that saying? Okay, you know what?
Yes.
Fine. Now I'm embarrassed. Monk has embarrassed me. But anyway, I really liked that you added that because it added an element, and to try to kind of like pull our attention down to the fact that he is a satyr. He does have furry legs. I think if we didn't have that, there might be confusion that it's clothing. But that small touch has made this obviously not clothing. Like, that small little detail, like, made it more readable. So I think that was a really good choice. The way that you are painting these muscles, with you having like these cross tones of light, you have some blue light on one side and then you have the more peachy yellow light on the other side. Great choice. That is coming out amazing. I can't wait to see what you do with this piece when it's done, because that like the pectorals, the way that you've painted them, they look 3D. they're gorgeous. I'm really enjoying this guy's face. He's very, I'm trying to decipher his personality. I would say that he's very into himself, which is not very sexy, but but I'm really enjoying this piece. Like, I'm loving that there is an expression that can be readable, and I'm like, douchebag, but you're hot, but you're a douchebag. And maybe he's not a douchebag, maybe not. But really enjoying this character. I love how you did the like red underneath his nose and off the side of his eyes, because it adds like this, all these shapes to the face that just makes the face so much more interesting, and just adds so much quality to a very simple piece. Like all of these shades and the shapes that you're putting inside the anatomy is just, it makes everything pop. And like I said, we're only seeing this is a bust piece, I think is what it's called if it's from the torso up. And this is not a simple piece. Like, the way that you are painting it, this is a very complex and beautiful piece, even though it's only a bust. And I don't want to say only a bust, it's a very dynamic pose too, because we're seeing a curve in the spine, we're seeing very action line in it. Our eyes are drifting from the bottom all the way up to the left in a very C type motion. So just great work, Punky. I'm gonna let Monk talk now.
So, Dead mentioned it, and everyone in chat is mentioning it. The anatomy is absolutely superb. You did a really great job. You can see. I think that one of the fun things about drawing a very toned character is the challenge of making sure that the muscles are there. And I think that I think that a good exercise for an artist to do is at some point in their art journey is to draw a skeleton, just a skeleton, and to draw also a subject that is just the muscles, to draw all of the muscles. I think that that's a wonderful exercise to do at some point in your art journey. Just my opinion. And you can see that your brain went through all of that, constructing this, like making sure that the bones, the muscle, and then the skin is all resting on it, on this character, the way that it's supposed to. I love this pose because of how asymmetrical it is, and the asymmetry runs along the pose the entire way, and it runs along the character the entire way. When you look at the face, it's not perfectly symmetrical on both sides. The horns are different. The eyes are different. The way the hair rests is different. When you look at his ears, which are really cool, I like that because they're hidden in his hair. It's almost like the character, he has like this. He's a very confident character, and he wants so badly to be represented in a sexy way, and it's almost as if he's grown his hair over his ears, almost as if he's shy about the fact that his ears are hairy. Almost, I'm not sure, but yeah, great structure of the whole character. And then the skin, I don't know if this is a struggle that is specific to me, but I will tell you what, getting skin tone down is so difficult for me, and I I applaud you for how well the tonality of this character's skin is. And then the last thing that I'll wrap up with is that the orange, like the color value of that particular orange, just so everyone knows, because I'm a very detail-oriented person, that is the same orange value that Super Saiyan Goku has, because the tone of orange that he has on his uniform changes when he is just normal Saiyan, and then goes from the different Super Saiyan levels. The tone slightly changes, and that is the tone for Super Saiyan Goku. So just so y'all know, this sexy Satyr man here is wearing Goku's uniform around his waist here, just so you know, and you can put that in your head canon.
No, he's as strong as Super Saiyan Goku is what you're telling us.
No,
it has to be.
Nope, in my head canon, he stole Goku's shirt since Goku doesn't like wearing shirts ever.
No, Punky says he could totally go Super Saiyan. Okay. Alright, are we ready to read chat?
Si, señorita.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to find the beginning here. Oh, it's a Gaelic name. Oh. The Happy Trail. Yeah, sorry. Oh my goodness. Look at all these emotes. Everybody's freaking out.
The nosebleeds.
And I have to add this before I jump in and start talking about it. Like, Punky, I cannot believe you did this the day before, and boy am I glad you did, by the way. I can't imagine life without seeing this. So thank you for making this. I'm glad that you were able to join. Let's see. I 100% blame Blend for this. It's her fault. Yeah. That's funny. I love that you blamed Blend. Jesus says, oh my god, my jaw just dropped over here. I know, he's so beefy. Let's see, Zane says, I'm looking carnally? Carnally. What is that?
It's like, with great desire.
It's like what?
With great desire.
Oh, how do I not know what that word means? Thank you, Mark. Yes, definitely crazy. Blend says, I wash my clothes on his abs. Oh. And Tobin says, oh my lord. It's a OML. I think that's what it is for no. I have not seen the acronym before. Blend the Happy Trail, yeah. Punky says, I know that Gaelic names can be a nightmare to pronounce. Yes, but I'm a fan of Gaelic. It's one thing that I would love to learn. I have a lot of Scottish in me. Zane says, such a great piece, Punky. Love that hair a lot too. I know. Jesus says, those abs. Mindsai says, great anatomy as always. The hair is great. Love the little smirk. Killer work. Punky says he has a very happy trail. Oh my. Jesus says, masterful job on the skin texture, hair, and fur, and the happiest of trails, says Jesus. Puggy says, I'm crying over here. I'm so glad I decided to be a shitheel. No, I'm glad too. Hex says, those eyebrows, those eyebrows and eyes. Yeah, I know. I like his eyebrows. And Felicia says, hot damn, Punky! You always nail those poses. Love that anatomy and how cheeky he looks. You are the master of the abs. Hex says belly button. That's all you have to say. Belly button. Belly button. I see it. Belly button.
I love how definitive that is.
Belly button.
I could just picture someone going up to someone in real life and just be like, belly button.
They show up into a pool party and you're just like walk over to it, belly button. I'm gonna do that to somebody now. They would be very awkward. Like, okay. I'm gonna put on some clothes now. Jesus says Punky okay was Ricardo Flick, and inspiration here. Had to ask. That smirk just reminds me of him. Blend says, okay, Punky, I'm sorry for politely bullying you. Sorry. Politely bullying you into doing this. Okay, maybe not. Those eyes, and you know how I love a man with facial hair. I can't wait to see him finished. Punky says, Jesus, he wasn't. I actually kind of started his design from Mr. Thomas. Really? That doesn't look anything like Mr. Thomas. Many years ago. He's obviously a bit more of a Chad. We can dig it. I'm like, that's not Thomas.
Mr. Chadness.
Let's see. He is definitely flexing, says Blend, yeah. Jesus says, Punky, oh wow, fair enough. Well, hell of a job. Me want lots. Jesus.
Someone broke.
Punky says, thank you all. I'm glad I could end it with some good beef. Yes! You brought up the tail ends and it was worth it. It was worth the wait. Blend says the best kind of beef, right? Punky says, Monk dead, you two are awesome. Thank you for such the kind words. Yeah, like I say, we say it how it is. We point out what we love for sure. Punky says he could totally go Super Saiyan, and I agree. I still do. He destroyed Goku. Gotcha. Take that, Superman. Says Jesus. I can Gaelic those. sorry, says Jesus. I'll behave. I'll behave. Yeah. Sorry. Punky says it is absolutely Blend's fault. So showing her fawns and I cannot do it. Yeah, well, I'm glad, like I said, this is fun. I'm glad that you joined. Absolutely. If you ever see me in real life and say belly button, I'm gonna say it just like that, belly button. I won't poke it, I swear. I'm just going to say belly button. Husbando, Mr.
But you were able
Thomas.
to get
Yeah.
Autumn to wake up from a dead sleep.
Yeah, we got Autumn here staring at the beef. The two belly button songs I know are funny. I don't know any belly button songs. I just saw this and say do it. Yeah. All right, you guys ready to vote for the next myth and get on out of here?
I'm ready to go to sleep.
All right. Well, do you want to hit the exclamation mark a challenge before you go?
Challenge.
Challenge.
Yep. Oh, I wasn't clicked into chat.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh no. Well, if you're not, you can escape. I know it's late for you. Not that you need my permission, but I give you permission. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up Twitch.
Oh, Bugbear.
A bugbear? What is a bugbear? Okay, Hex pulled one. We need one more pulled. Belly button! Belly button! Why are we screaming belly button non-stop now? Okay, let's see. Bugbear. And it's Celtic. Let's see what this is. I'm worried. I'm worried. This just says it eats children. It's a hobgoblin that eats children. Should I be worried? Should I not put this in the... Let's risk it.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons character.
Oh, is it? It's a bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Bugbear. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it does look like a goblin mixed with a bear, maybe? Yeah. Oh, weird. That one looks very strange. Yeah, it's like a goblin mixed with a bear? Human-esque thing? Okay. And then we got Hex, you pulled one, Riku, Robbie, Yo. Thingy. Did we get another one pulled? Autumn. Autumn, did you want to do explanation mark challenge? Oh, weird. I always wanted to do one of these. It's like the weird ghost lady with like the weird extending neck. The Roku Rokobi. Oh my gosh, look at these. Those are gorgeous. Yeah, that is really cool. I like the weird neck thingy. I know what my vote is so far out of the two. Dullahan. Draw again. Draw again. We just did the Dullahan. That's so weird.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Monk. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love your face. We'll miss you. Thank you for hanging out.
I shall dream of thick thighs.
And furries. That you want to pet because of the fuzz. The furries.
And belly buttons.
And belly button. Alright, good night, Monk. Alright, did Jesus, do you want to do explanation mark challenge? I'm just throwing names out there. I believe Teacher from the Little Nightmares 2 was based on it. Huh. Oh, Golden Hind. Golden Hind. Okay, let me see. That's not it. Golden Hind myth? Oh, it's so pretty! Oh, it's so pretty! It's like a forest deer thingy that glows. A glowing deer. Ooh! It's like a forest protector thingy. Oh no, now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Deer thingy. Spiritual deer thingy. Help me. Oh, look at that. This is kind of cool. Okay, so now I don't know which one to do. Narwhal stuck on the picture? Get off there, Narwhal. Rude. Oh, there. Oh. Oh, it was Monk. Monk was misbehaving. Deer spirit? I know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a voting thingy. Oops. Can't do that. Oh, it's fine. Reader's dashboard. Honestly, I want to fuck around with the bugbear. I need to do more work and less sexy characters. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's put the poll up, because I'm not sure what I'm voting for yet. New poll. Witch myth. And we are doing bugbear. Bugbear. Golden Hind? Golden Hind. And I'm gonna put myth because if you don't put in the myth, it picks up rowboats. Or not rowboats, like weird boats. Roki Kubi. Long neck ghost. I'm just gonna put long neck. Long neck lady. Long neck lady. Lady. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna put long neck. Fine then. Okay, so I'm gonna change this to 3 minutes just for our cell phone people. And go ahead and start. Alright. Time to start voting for the one of your choice. It looks like Bearbug has 1 and Golden Hinda Myth has 2 and the long-necked lady has 2 as well. Just starting off. Let's see.
Suddenly you're nowhere to be found. I turn around and everything has changed.
Okay, so far the long-necked lady is winning. Hey, how do I vote here? I want to vote. Go. I don't know which one to vote for. I'm gonna go with the golden deer thing. I want to do the long-necked lady though. Like, oh my gosh, I want to do both. Oh no, there's gonna have to be a tiebreaker. So it is neck and neck with the, haha, pun intended, Golden Hind Myth and the long-necked lady thing. They're both at 5. Okay, so the Golden Hind Myth just took a lead by 1. Anyone else here to break up that tie? Flying Sock Squid, hi, welcome in. We're voting for the next month's myth. Yeah, I believe Roku inspired this character, so creepy. Okay, let's see it. Oh, crap. Like, hit that like several times. Oh yeah, with the weird neck. I haven't played this game yet, but yeah, you think it's inspired off of it? Okay, that looks like we have 7 for Golden Hind Myth, and we have 5 for the Roku. And it is coming to an end, guys. If you don't get your vote in, it looks like the Hind is gonna win. That's that, like, deer spirit thing. More forest background. Still salty. Oh, that is which one won, guys. It is the Golden Hind, which is a deer spirit thingy. So let's read a little bit about it, and then I'll probably in stream. I probably will be back on tomorrow. Yeah, I'll definitely be back on tomorrow. Look at this. This is so cool. How do I... Golden Hind Legends. Hercules. What? This one's like a humanoid. Highly sought after for their solid gold hooves and horns. Oh wow, it's solid gold. And golden hens are hunted to near extinction by mortals. They had the ability to assume human form, so they can turn into humans, guys. So if you're looking to do more of a humanoid, obviously it's probably a little bit on the lines of a faun if you do that. And I don't know if anyone's wanting to do a faun again, but it looks like you could do that if you wanted to. But involuntary revert back into their true forms when touched by mortals. Interesting. That is really interesting. So they look human, but if a human touches them, they're forced to turn back into a deer with golden horns, and they're extremely sought after and hunted. The touch of gods or demigods would not cause a hind to revert. So a god or demigod touching them wouldn't cause them to turn back into deer, which is really interesting. The golden hens were apparently immortal, but not invulnerable. Had the ability to heal others, and had some form of empathetic ability. They spent their lives in herds of close family, sisters, so it looks like they're primarily female, watched over the forest and its inhabitants. The blood of a golden hind was famously one of the few things that could reliably kill a god. Oh, so their blood, this is interesting. So you can use a golden hind's blood to kill a god. So that's interesting. So not only are they hunted for their golden horns, but they're also hunted because their blood can be used to make a god vulnerable. Golden hens were one of the rarest of creatures on Earth and sacred to the goddess Artemis. Unfortunately, the gentle nature of the hens made them targets for hunters. Fearing their blood, Zeus destroyed the remaining hens with a series of lightning bolts. Oh my gosh, I want to draw that scene right there. Oh my gosh. Zeus destroyed them all. The end of the beginning. Hercules encountered the last golden hind in her human form as Serna, whom Ares had secretly rescued from Zeus's genocide. Hercules survived what would usually be fatal blow from hind's blood. Hercules was very sick, but eventually recovered and fell in love with Serna. Sadly, Serna was murdered, at Styriph's. On their wedding night. Hercules was marrying a golden hind. Did you guys know this? I didn't know that. Hercules eventually found his way into the past, where he forced Ares to permanently turn Serna into a mortal. The hens were still rendered extinct, but Serna herself lived on in young Hercules. The golden hind is a very rare species of half-human, half-deer creatures, and are practically favored by Artemis. As the name implies, their skin, fur, and hair is all gold. Their pelts are said to be very valuable, and small turf of fur can easily sell for $1,000. That's not a lot. And because of it, they have almost entirely wiped out by the hunters and one countered both Hercules. Okay, yeah, this is really cool. It's kind of fun. Alright. Guess they were on Xena as well. Oh, that's... Alright. Whoa! 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 Bonk! Bonk! Oh my gosh! Thank you for gifting 20 subs to the channel. What? You're supposed to be sleeping. You're supposed to be sleeping. Thank you again. So they're like immortal jellyfish? No, they're not. Oh, thank you again, Monk. Why are you sleeping? Blend says I don't want. Holy wow, Monk, sleep! Oh, Hex, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you. Good night, Mindsai. Alright, good night, Punky. They're biologically immortal. They can reverse their aging process. Really? Well, that makes sense. If they're able to heal each other, they should be able to heal themselves to a good degree. Monk and his golden belly button. And golden belly button. Now we're upgrading the belly button. What's the monthly myth? It is called the Golden Hind myth, and it's like a golden deer that has the blood to be able to destroy gods. Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool to read about it. In fact, I don't know if they have a Wikipedia for this one. They don't have a Wikipedia. Well, I'll just share the link from the wiki that I read. Thank you so much again, Monk. And I hope that you get some sleep. That's why I say biologically they can still be stilled, but are immune to aging, basically kind of like crocodiles. Crocodiles are ageless? I can now use your emotes at will. Well, much love, guys. Yeah, we could probably end here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Oh, hi, Tuck. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, Monk. I appreciate it when people do that. Alright. So... Oh, they only can die from a disease or from getting too big to hunt food. No, you're okay, Crazy Towns. You're fine. You are okay. So it sounds like, what was it? Oh my gosh. I lost track of my brain. I'm just making sure we got everything. Making sure. That is weird. Look at this weird thing. This is weird. It's like alien-esque. That is the wrong way. That's the wrong way. Nope, that's wrong. I don't like that. Nope, don't like it. Alright. But yeah, let's go ahead and raid someone. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting all of the artists in all the ways that you do. Like I said, just coming in and viewing, lurking during these things, raiding, speaking on someone's work. Any kind of support that you give means the world to the artists that took part. And I appreciate you. I'm sure they appreciate you as well. You guys are amazing. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with for this next month. I do think that do we need to vote on changing it back to Tuesday? Do you guys like Saturday better? I'm just worried with the Saturdays that run into my conventions. I would have to move it to another day since I'm doing a lot of conventions and a lot of traveling. It makes sense to leave it on Tuesday because I will be traveling probably on Thursdays and Mondays. And I won't be back until Tuesdays on most days, most weeks. So it's either Tuesday or Wednesday are the best days for me, with all of the traveling and stuff I'm going to be doing with conventions. Oh, okay. I mean... I just have to rush home on work on Saturdays. Well, if you guys are okay with me just moving it to the first Tuesday of this next month, I would love to do that just so we're not bouncing around. I know that I moved it to Tuesday and then we're immediately moving it. I mean, to Saturday, and I'm immediately moving it to Saturday. I mean Tuesday. I keep getting that backwards. Sorry, I'm tired. But it looks like if we do that, it'll put it on the 6th again, so it'll give you exactly 30 days. Exactly 30 days to do this next myth. They would be due September 6th. Is everybody all good with September 6th? Any protest days? Of course nobody's gonna protest. But perfect. Okay, so it'll give us 30 days. So let's aim for Tuesday, the 6th of September for the due date on these, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow because I have to do stuff. I need to work on my comic. I'll probably be working on my comic tomorrow, and streaming with you guys. So I hope to see some of you tomorrow, and if not, I'm sure I'll see you guys around. Love all your faces! I'm gonna send you to the end screen. Watchmaster, hi! It's awesome to see you in. Come in. Alright. I'm gonna send you to this end screen. Thank you again for being a part of these. It means the world. Bye, guys.